104.5 FM.
Good health is an investment, not an expense. Being fit and healthy allows us to think and work better, serve God and others more effectively, and spend time with our family longer. This is a friendly reminder to visit your primary healthcare provider regularly. This is Dr. Troy Del Mundo of Bethel Baptist Hospital, and you are listening to DXBU 104.5.
Ang violence against women mahimong mosampot sa depresyon, post-traumatic stress ug uban pang mga anxiety disorder, kalisod sa pagkatulog, eating disorders ug pagsulay sa paghikog. Nakaplagan sa mga pagtuon nga halos doble ang posibilidad nga makasinati og depresyon ug alcoholism ang mga babayi nga nakasinati og violence gikan sa iyang intimate partner. Kini sumala sa World Health Organization. Ako, si Gender Claire S. Aplaca, ang Gender and Development Coordinator para sa Non-Teaching Employees Association. Maghiusa kita, hunungon na ang violence against women.
Sa ngalan sa University God Resource Center o Bukidnon State University, nagkahiusa kita sa pag-ingon, atong tapuson ang violence against women.
Matug pa sa World Health Organization, kada 6.5 segundo, adunay kakamatay nga manigarilyuhay. Gibala-bana nga 1.3 billion kada duha ka oras matag tuig sa tibuok kalibutan. Dinhi sa Pilipinas, adunay 20,000 ka mga Pilipino ang gakamatay tungod sa nagkalain-laing sakit nga may kalabutan sa pagpanigarilyo. Ang pagpanigarilyo ikalima sa 10 ka nagunang kaso sa sakit nga makapatay. Matud pa sa natalang impormasyon sa gobyerno.
Paghuna-huna, basin ikaw na ang sunod, luwasa imong kinabuhi, undangi ang pagpanigarilyo. Kini kinasingkasing nga pagpahinumdom gikan sa mga estudyante sa Development Communication ug niining istasyon, DXBU 104.5 FM.
DXBU 104.5 DXBU 104.5
This is 104.5
DXBU 104.5.
This is DXBU 104.5 FM, bringing you the latest news and updates.
You're listening to the DXBU 104.5 FM, the smart education and community-based FM radio station of Bukidnon State University. Once again, welcome to our program. This is DXBU News Patrol, bringing you the latest news from local, national, and international that matters. Good morning, everybody. This is Kyle Christian Flores together with our student volunteer reporter.
This is Glazel P. Gutierrez.
Well, today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday and the last day of the month of February 28, 2025. Well, it's the last day of the love month, but of course, every day is love, right?
Yes.
All right. But of course, before we start our news for this morning, we would like to acknowledge the following.
Smart Bukidnon State University President Dr. Joy M. Mirasol.
Of course, our Vice President for Research, Extension, Innovations, Dr. Karina Joan V. Barroso.
Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Hazel Jane M. Abuela.
Vice President for Administration and Finance, Mr. Dante S. Victoria Jr.
And Vice President for Culture, Arts, Sports, and Student Affairs, Dr. Lincoln V. Tan.
And also to our DXBU 104.5 FM staff, headed by our station manager, our operations manager, Engineer Manuel Chad G. Aguro, and to all the DXBU news and technical team on duty. Technical on duty, Sir Miguel Dizo, and of course, Sir Michael. Sir Michael, good morning. And Sir Migs, good morning. Of course, Ma'am Vanessa is also present here. Ma'am, good morning. Of course. All right. And of course, to all the BukSU community, the teaching, the non-teaching staff, the students who are listening right now here in this program. It's exactly 10 o'clock in the morning. Let's start off with our headlines for this Friday morning. Let's start with our headlines, starting with our local news.
BukSU.
BukSU joins One Health Approach Conference in Manila.
Malaybalay City Mayor's Office leads first business permits meeting for 2025.
Bukidnon LGU achieved 100% passing rate in 2024. Good financial housekeeping.
Manolo Fortich LGU conducts free theoretical driving cars.
For our regional news, Cotabato City bans male riding in tandem, face coverings on motorcycles.
Senior citizens of Butuan City gathered to discuss benefits and upcoming programs.
Local government unit of Magsaysay, Misamis Oriental receives over 26 million in infrastructure projects.
BukSU.
For our national news, Philippines rejects China's call to return Typhoon missile system.
Filipino youth show openness and to non-democratic rule, according to a survey.
Philippines ranks among generous nations despite global decline.
COMELEC issues notice of removal to 66 senatorial candidates.
For our international news, 2 dead in missiles outbreak, U.S. Health Secretary confirms.
Japan's birth rate reaches the record low in the year 2024.
BukSU.
For our showbiz,
Sports. Okay, for our sports news, International Olympic Committee grants provisional recognition to World Boxing.
BukSU.
For our showbiz, Robbie Domingo takes legal actions against online threats.
And Vice Ganda recovers from dengue and shares the health reminders. Details for our news today. Stay tuned.
This is BukSU 104.5 FM, bringing you the latest news and updates.
Weather update.
Let's start off with our weather update for today.
BukSU.
For our 24-hour localized weather forecast for today, January 20, 2025, as of 5 o'clock in the morning, the province of Bukidnon, including the city of Malaybalay, city of Valencia, and nearby areas will have the cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms due to easterlies. Light to moderate winds coming from the east and northeast direction will prevail. Possible flash floods and landslides due to heavy to, at times, intense rains. So thereby advised to bring your umbrellas and of course your raincoat for a possible rain for this, especially on the afternoon. Here in the Malaybalay City, minimum temperature has recorded as for 5 a.m. today with 20.5 degrees Celsius and maximum temperature of as of 2 p.m. yesterday, 29 degrees Celsius. Maximum relative humidity as of 5 a.m. today, 98%, and the minimum relative humidity as of 2 p.m. yesterday, 59%. Sunrise was at 5:53 in the morning and the sunset will be at 5:51 in the afternoon. Let's move on to our local news.
Bringing you the heartbeat of our community, local news.
Let's move on to our local news. Bukidnon State University actively participated in the One Health approach in public health, teaching, training, research, and collaboration in the post-COVID-19 era, held on February 26 to 27, 2025 at Kimberly Hotel, Manila. Representing BukSU, Dr. Karina Juan V. Barroso, Vice President for Research, Extension, and Innovations. Ma'am, congratulations! And Dr. Viola Joy K. Damasco, College of Nursing Research Coordinator. Grabe, no? Dr. Damasco, congratulations to you also. Attended the short course. The event was jointly organized by UP Manila College of Public Health and Southeast Asian Ministers of Education Organization Regional Tropical Medicine and Mental Health Network, or CMO TropMed Regional Center. The program aimed to integrate the One Health approach in addressing public health challenges through teaching, training, and research. It seeks to enhance health policy and service delivery, ensuring a collaborative and holistic response to health crisis.
BukSU.
The Malaybalay City Mayor's Office Business Permits and Licensing Division held its first meeting of 2025 in coordination with the Bureau of Fire Protection, City Tourism Office, City Treasurer Office, City Health Office, City Environmental and Natural Resources Office, and the Office of the Building Officials. The meeting focused on evaluating processes to improve service efficiency during the Business One-Stop Shop o BOSS, an annual initiative of the City Government of Malaybalay that streamlines the issuance and renewal of business permit. Additionally, participants engage in strategic planning for the inspections of business establishment to ensure compliance with regulations, reinforcing the city commitment to business integrity and public safety.
BukSU.
All 23 local government units in Bukidnon have achieved a 100% passing rate in 2024 Good Financial Housekeeping (GFH) assessment, reflecting their commitment to transparency, accountability, and good governance. The GFH certifications granted by the Department of the Interior and Local Government, or DILG, evaluates LGUs based on 2K criteria, a qualified or unqualified opinion in the most recent commissions on audit, report, and full compliance with the full disclosure policy, ensuring that financial documents are publicly accessible. This milestone highlights the integrity and dedications of Bukidnon's LGU in managing public funds responsibly for the welfare of their communities. Their achievement serves as the benchmark for excellence in local governance, encouraging continuous improvement in financial management and service delivery. With these recognitions, Bukidnon's LGU reaffirm their role in promoting efficient, transparent, and accountable governance.
BukSU.
For our final detail for our local news, the local government of Manolo Fortich through the Manolo Fortich Road and Traffic Administration, or MFRTA, conducted a theoretical driving course at the Municipal Gymnasium, Barangay Tangkulan, yesterday, February 27. The two-day training aims to provide free education and awareness on traffic rules and regulations to individuals applying for a student permit, a prerequisite for obtaining a driver's license. A special guest from LTO Region 10, Michael Ray B. Laureta, Drivers Education Center in charge and Chief of the Traffic Adjudication Section, led the lectures. He was joined by Alray Q. Ibahay, Driving Enhancement Program in charge, along with the other LTO officials. This initiative reflects the local government's commitment to promoting road safety, responsible driving, and compliance with traffic laws, ensuring that future drivers are well informed before obtaining their licenses. Let's move on to our regional news.
Covering the stories that matter across the region. Regional News.
Moving on to our regional news. Starting today, February 28, the Cotabato City Government will ban male riding in tandem on motorcycle to enhance security and prevent crimes. Mayor Bruce Matabalao said the decision came from the security and private sector recommendations approved by the City Peace and Order Council. Before implementation, the mayor consulted Fiscal Mastura, who confirmed its legality. Alongside this, wearing face masks, hoodies, helmets, and or any face coverings while riding a motorcycle will also be prohibited. However, Councilor Gabby Usman, chairman of the Committee on Public Safety, Peace and Order, criticized the policy, citing its hasty implementation and lack of approval from the Sangguniang Panglungsod. He vowed to review the directive and bring it to the council plenary for further discussion. The city government believes these measures will help address rising crimes linked to riding in tandem incidents.
BukSU.
Senior citizens from Butuan City convened under the leadership of the city's Social Welfare and Development Department and the Office for the Senior Citizens Affair to discuss upcoming programs and initiatives for the year. The meeting ensured that seniors were informed about laws granting additionally benefits and protections, incentives for octogenarians 80 to 89 years old, nonagenarians 90 to 99 years old, and centenarians 100 years old and above were highlighted, along with proposal to extend benefits to milestones ages 81 to 84, 86 to 89, 91 to 94, and 96 to 99. With a growing senior population, Congress enacted Republic Act 11982, Expanded Centenarians Act, signed by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on February 26, 2024, granting 10,000 pesos for octogenarians and nonagenarians and 100,000 for centenarians. Officials are also considering recognitions for couples celebrating their golden wedding anniversary. The local government remains committed to inclusive, high-quality, and equitable services for senior citizens.
Moving on to our regional news. Continuing our regional news. 3 infrastructure projects worth over 26 million were turned over to various barangays in Magsaysay. The projects include multipurpose building in Barangay Tibon-Tibon worth 5,852,649 pesos and 13 centavos. A solar water system in Barangay Kandi is valued at 9,739,285 pesos and 35 centavos. And another solar water system in Barangay Bonifacio costing 9,769,081 pesos and 22 centavos. Barangay Candiis Kagawad, Charita Owapen expressed gratitude to the project, emphasizing that it will provide a stable water supply for residents' daily needs. The turnover ceremony was attended by 1st District Congressman Christian Onabia, Board Member Ray Buhisan, Magsaysay Mayor Charlie Buhisan, along with the Municipal Council, barangay officials, and distinguished guests. These projects align with the SDPI program and Paglaom Development Agenda of Governor Peter Onabia under the Unified Effort for Health and Social Services Delivery, aiming to improve the province's living conditions.
This is BukSU 104.5 FM, bringing you the latest news and updates.
Time check right now. It's already 10:13 in the morning. Partner! Partner, by the way, good morning once again to our Bukidnon State University community and of course the listening here in the province of Bukidnon and of course at our Facebook Live, the DXBU 104.5 FM Facebook page and of course our YouTube channel DXB 104.5 FM. With this update, partner, our senior citizen, mga lolo, lola, of course, they need, regarding to the law, regarding to this one, this is from Butuan City. But if this is implemented here in the Malaybalay City, is it enough? Is it very beneficial for the senior citizens? For you, do you have your lolo and lola?
Yes, my lola, she's 92 years old na and still counting.
Wow. So 92 years old and still So do you know what's her secret to be to live longer? do you know Did she share it with you?
Just eat vegetables and ganang healthy food's good.
And then exercise, right?
Yes.
Right. And so of course, she is now beneficiary of receiving the monetary
Yes.
rewards,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay. No? If I can say to myself, sana all. Sana all that your lola can live into 92 years,
Yes.
92 years old. So you will keep on praying. Of course, kudos to all the senior citizens out there who are listening right now. Saludo kami sa inyo po mga lolo at lola. You are the living proof that the city or the province, you're part of the legacy. Diba? You're part of the legacy and what happened in the past, and now you're delivering it here in the future generations to come.
Yes.
Right? All right, let's move on right now. Let's move on to our national news.
From coast to coast, national news.
Moving on to our national news. The Philippines dismissed a renewed call from Chinese state media to return the Typhoon missile system to the United States. The National Security Council asserted the country's right to enhance its defense capabilities as necessary.
Lahat po ito, as we strengthen our alliances with like-minded nations, we continue with our exercises with the well-meaning nations. Lahat po yan parte po ng pag-strengthen natin ng ating depensa ng ating bansa.
That was Colonel Francel Margaret Padilla, the National Security Council spokesperson. NSC Assistant Director General Jonathan Malaya stated that the Typhoon missile system is solely for defense and does not pose a regional threat. He emphasized adherence to constitutional provisions prohibiting nuclear weapons and offensive war. China has repeatedly warned that keeping the launchers deployed for the 2024 Balikatan exercises could escalate tensions in the Indo-Pacific. The NSC criticized China for raising concerns while expanding its offensive capabilities. Malaya pointed out that China's growing missile arsenal is the true regional threat. The Armed Forces of the Philippines reiterated that no foreign power can dictate the country's defense strategies.
BukSU.
A recent study by the ISEAS Yusuf Ishak Institute or Institute of Southeast Asian Studies reveals that 25.3% of the Filipino college students accept non-democratic governance under certain conditions. This places the Philippines second to Singapore with 27.6% and ahead of Thailand with 24.1%, Indonesia with 24.6%, Malaysia with 19.4%, and Vietnam 18.9%. The survey, conducted between August and October 2024, gathered responses from 3,081 undergraduate studies across 6 Southeast Asian countries. Only 49.2% of Filipino students believe democracy is the best system, making them among the region's most skeptical youth. Additionally, 61.4% of the Filipino students expressed dissatisfaction with their political system, second only to Indonesia with 71.5%. Trust in the law enforcement is also low, with only 30.3% expressing confidence. Despite concerns about governance, 72.9% of the Filipino students show interest in socio-political organizations, highlighting their active engagement in civic issues.
BukSU.
A recent study highlights the Philippines as one of the most generous nations despite a global decline in generosity in 2024. Gallup released initial findings on February 26, showing fewer adults worldwide engaged in helping a stranger, donating to charity, or volunteering. The survey conducted in 144 countries with at least 1,000 respondents each identified volunteering as the least common activity. Only 1 in 4 adults reported volunteering in the past month, with participation rates varying significantly. The Philippines ranked 4th with 44% of respondents volunteering, following Indonesia at 65%, Liberia and Kenya. Countries like Egypt, Bulgaria, Albania, and Cambodia recorded to the lowest volunteerism rates. Compared to the 2024 World Giving Index, the Philippines saw a 4 percentage point drop in volunteerism. It ranked 30th out of 142 in generosity, with nearly 7 in 10 Filipinos helping a stranger in 2023. Gallup's full study with the release in March alongside the 2025 World Happiness Report.
BukSU.
The Commission on Elections Regional Office in the Cordillera Administrative Region released notice of removal to 66 senatorial candidates due to violations in the proper posting of campaign materials. Candidates complied by taking down illegal paraphernalia. Notice were issued to all senatorial candidates in CAR. Upon receipt, candidates removed the materials. In Davao, particularly in Tagum City, the area leading to the City Hall was cleared of campaign materials. Most violations occurred in Benguet and Mount Province. Notices were also sent to party list group. Candidates and groups violating guidelines have 3 days to comply. Failure to remove the materials may result in charges. Commonly considered non-removal of illegal materials an elections offense, which could lead to disqualifications. On Wednesday, notices were issued to 34 party list organizations for campaign materials violations.
Connecting you to the world. World News.
Let's move on to our international news. Measles outbreak in Texas has resulted in the first U.S. fatality from the disease in nearly 10 years, with cases rising sharply in the recent weeks. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. stated that 124 people have contracted measles, primarily in Gaines County Mennonite community. 2 deaths have been reported, with about 20 people hospitalized, mainly for quarantine. However, Texas health officials have confirmed only 1 fatality. The outbreak comes amid declining vaccination rates, with over 130 cases recorded in West Texas and New Mexico, mostly among unvaccinated children. Kennedy downplayed the situation, noting that the U.S. experiences measles outbreaks annually. However, experts warned that the outbreak may grow, emphasizing that measles still kills over 100,000 people worldwide each year. Infectious disease specialist Amesh Adalja stressed that measles deaths are preventable and serve as a reminder of the vaccine's importance.
Japan's birth rate hit a new record low in 2024, declining for the 9th consecutive year as young people delay marriage, with the elderly populations continues to grow. Government data showed 722,988 babies were born, a 5% drop from 2023 and the lowest since records began in 1899. Meanwhile, deaths reached 1.62 million, more than double the numbers of births. Japan's total population fell to 123.54 million, down 0.46% from the previous year. The democratic crisis poses challenges for Japan's economy, as shrinking workforce struggles to support the growing elderly populations. In contrast, South Korea reported a rise in birth per 1,000 people for the first time in a decade. Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba has prioritized solving the crisis, but high education costs, a stagnant economy, and lifestyle changes discourage young people from starting families.
the action, all the scores. Sports news.
Let's move on to our sports news. The International Olympic Committee has provisionally recognized World Boxing as the new governing body for the sport at all future Olympic Games. This move comes after the IOC cut ties with the International Boxing Association, or IBA, due to financial, governance, and ethical concerns. The IBA, led by Kremlin-linked Russian Umar Kremlev, was removed from organizing boxing events at the Paris Olympics. Boxing is not currently included in the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics program, but IOC President Thomas Bach previously urged national federations to find a credible international partner. World Boxing, established in 2023 with 78 member nations, welcomed the IOC's decision. President Boris van der Vost called it as a crucial step forward, reinstating boxing in the Olympic program. Former world champion Gennady Golovkin, who heads World Boxing's Olympic Commission, emphasized that the recognition signals progress to the sport. Meanwhile, the IOC's dispute with the IBA continues over past eligibility controversies. That'll be our sports news. Let's move on to our showbiz.
Lights, camera, headlines, showbiz news.
For our showbiz news, TV host Robbie Domingo has taken stand against an online troll who threatened to bash him from head to foot if he pursued shipping Catherine Bernardo and Donnie Pangilingan. The threat came after Pilipinas Got Talent announced that Bernardo and Pangilingan would be judges for its 7th season. Domingo shared a post about his hosting stint, prompting a fan account to warn him against matching the two celebrities. In response, Domingo questioned whether he could take legal action, emphasizing that he does not tolerate such behavior. The troll's account had no profile picture or followers, leading fans to suspect it was fake. On February 27 yesterday, Domingo visited the National Bureau of Investigation, or NBI, to discuss digital complaints with officials. He later shared lessons from the meeting, urging people to take online threats seriously and be accountable for their actions.
BukSU.
Vice Ganda has fully recovered after recently battling dengue, as revealed by his fellow It's Showtime host Kim Chu during their live show on February 26. The topic surfaced with Vice Ganda expressed gratitude to the diagnosed clinic that cared for him and his partner Ayon Perez during their illness. Okay na po ang platelets ko, normal na ulit, he assured viewers. He also reminded the audience to stay hydrated, emphasizing its importance. Chu playfully pointed out that despite having dengue, Vice Ganda still work. This led to laughter among the hosts, when Darren Espanto joking that such details should remain in group chats. Vice Ganda later revealed he was unaware of his conditions until he had already begun recovering. He credited his strong immune system, vitamins, and health lifestyle for his quick recovery. Meanwhile, the Department of Health reported over 43,000 dengue cases in the country from January to February 15.
This is BukSU 104.5 FM, bringing you the latest news and updates.
All right, partner. It's already 10:28 in the morning. How was your, I don't know, how was your day? It's already Friday, and then the upcoming midterm exam, it's already started today?
Yes.
Today?
Yes, later 12:30 to 12:30 to 1.
Ah, so you have an examination.
Yes.
Okay, so how was the studies going?
Bad mood.
Bad mood. Just good luck to all the students who are taking up the midterm exam, and then of course, good news, because after the midterm examination, intramurals.
Yes.
Intramurals. So there will be, of course, field demonstration. There will be also some activities, singing contest. There will be competition, they're the dance contest. So I think it will boost it will boost the students' confidence to join, of course. And take note also that there will be a solidarity meeting which will be scheduled soon. Okay, so stay tuned here at the DXBU 104.5 FM for the announcements. Speaking of which, here are we have an announcement here, partner.
Attention to all graduate students. Graduate School Program second semester general orientations and assembly on March 8, 2025, Saturday at 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. in Bukidnon Gymnasium.
BukSU Gymnasium.
Yes.
Yeah. You just said Bukidnon Gymnasium.
Bukidnon.
Yes.
sorry.
It's BukSU Gymnasium.
rather.
All right. Of course, good morning also to our... by the way, I have a shout out lang po before we go. Shout out to the who are watching right now live and someone here, Barangay Linabo. Good morning.
Hi.
And of course to all the people who are listening right now at Bukidnon State University, whether you are studying right now, whether you are at home, whether you are at work, good morning to all of you. All right. But before we go, if you have any public service announcement or if you have any concern, you may visit the DXBU Panawagan Center located here at 4th floor of the College of Technologies building, Bukidnon State University, 4th Street, Malaybalay City, Bukidnon. We would like also to acknowledge the following, especially to our smart Bukidnon State University President, Dr. Joy M. Mirasol.
Our Vice President for Research, Extensions, and Innovations, Dr. Karina Joan V. Barosa.
Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Hazel Jane M. Ambuela.
Vice President for Administrations and Finance, Mr. Dante S. Victoria Jr.
And Vice President for Culture, Arts, Sports, and Student Affairs, Dr. Lincoln V. Tan. And that's it for us. Also headed by our DXB Operations Manager, Engineer Manuel Chaji Agurov, to all the DXB News and Technical team, especially our technical on duty right now, Sir Miguel Dizo and Sir Michael. Sir, good morning and thank you so much. And also stay tuned for this afternoon for our new time slot, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on DXBU Balita Patrol, together with our DevCom student reporters. That will be our news for today, for this morning, for our DXBU News Patrol on Friday, February 28, 2025, the last day of the month of February. This is Kyle Christian Flores together with our student volunteer reporter.
I am Glazel P. Gutierrez.
For our DXBU News Patrol. Good morning, Bukidnon. Maayong na masalom inyong alan. God bless us all. Thank you so much.
This is DXBU 104.5 FM, bringing you the latest news and updates at the 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
This is 104.5